from La Jolla Beach, California. It's a beautiful day, breezy, 70 degrees, 75 degrees. Right now, in this moment that you're viewing this, it's a perfect time to breathe deeply. So much of what we seek in life is available to us when we slow down, breathe deeply, quiet our mind. So much of the discomfort and frustration and challenges that we feel in life is because we have an active story going about something and our mind is on it like a dog with a bone, and we can't seem to break free from this story. Abraham says, a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. Sometimes, though, it feels like the thought is thinking us, like it's not like, I'm going to think this now. So, the practice that I employ the most all through the day, I know Abraham talks about meditation, but for me it's really about finding those moments all through the day. It's taking a moment, breathing deeply, and just in that moment, for however long you can, just let your mind go silent. Even now, whatever you're doing, let your mind go silent. And then go back to what you were doing. Honestly, it's not something that you're going to fix or change or shift in a day. But I find that creating the habit of quieting, knowing that answers don't come from excessive thought, but from quieting the mind. Answers come, peace comes, joy comes, connection comes from the silencing of all of the activity. That to me is one of the biggest realizations we can have as a deliberate creator, is to know, I'm going to switch hands here, let me see, is to know where the answers lie. Because here we are at the beach, and people lose things at the beach. You always see the guys running their metal detectors. Why are they running their metal detectors in what seems to be a sea of sand? They're hoping to find something. They're hoping to hear that little apparatus get excited, and they go, ooh, let me dig down and see if somebody lost some money or maybe a jewelry. And that little machine tells them where there might be something that is of value. How does that connect with what I'm saying? The place we find what's of value within us is in the quiet place. And if we just make it an intention to, if I'm starting to feel like things are just going, moving, I'm worried about this, I'm reacting to people, I'm evaluating my life, I'm maybe thinking, oh, I maybe should have done something differently, or oh, what about, and the mind, the mind is very, very creative and very busy. The mind talks about, oh, what are they thinking about me? The mind talks about, what am I thinking about them? And is that right or wrong? And should I do that? And should I stop doing that? Maybe I should take a course on how I could stop thinking, judging other people. Or maybe I should stop. See, the mind will try to create a program to fix the problem that the mind itself has created. Do you realize that? The mind itself will give you an action plan to fix something that has its origins in the creation of your mind. So the mind is telling you, oh, here, let me help you fix this thing that I created. I created this illusion of a problem in your experience, and now I'm going to create the illusion that I can fix the problem in your experience. And what happens is, you never get free from the mind. The mind says, oh, try these 5 action plans. Okay, so for example, if I'm aware that I don't have enough of something, the mind says, oh, let me think of the top 5 things you could do to get more of it. So the mind tells me that there's scarcity, and then the mind says, oh, let me teach you how to get abundance. But let me tell you, the mind doesn't have access to abundance. The mind is always evaluating. Abundance is our natural state. Abundance is who we are. We don't need the mind to help us feel our abundance. Abundance comes when we're quiet. Abundance is real when we just are still within ourselves. And you might say, yeah, Tim, but it's hard to be still. I understand. It doesn't matter. You are where you are. That's what I said earlier about find a moment, find 5 seconds, find 10 seconds. Instead of when you feel triggered or when you feel angry or when you feel sad, instead of thinking, I'm going to go tell that person they just made me mad, or I'm going to go fix this. That's the mind coaching you to fix something that the mind created. So what you have to do is say, okay, thank you, mind. I'm going to go ahead and let you sit over there, and I'm just going to breathe and reconnect with who I am. I breathe in deeply and I reconnect with who I truly am. I breathe in deeply and reconnect with who I truly am. That is always the answer. Now, sometimes just reconnecting in a very calm and quiet space might seem difficult, so you might need to go out, run around and scream and yell and get out some excess frustration. That's fine too. But you're doing that with the goal of finding that quiet place again within. Right? The answers are now. The problems are an illusion. The only solution, quote unquote, to the problem is to see that this problem is an illusion. It doesn't exist. Now, I know there are some situations in life there's like, oh, right. If there's someone with, pulling your arm back and it hurts, get out of it. I'm not saying ignore something that's happening in front of your face, but I'm saying the illusions and the problems that we're creating in our mind, to realize there's no amount of energy that we can expend that's going to fix that quote unquote problem. The only solution is savoring, connecting, feeling the abundance that comes with me now, and appreciating that all is well, appreciating that Source doesn't need my mind. So one of the songs I love is, when I leave my mind out of it, the possibilities are endless. When I leave my mind out of it, the possibilities are infinite. When I leave my mind, I'm going to go lower. When I leave my mind out of it, the possibilities are endless. When I leave my mind out of it, the possibilities are infinite. When I leave my mind out of it, the possibilities are endless. When I leave my mind out of it, the possibilities are infinite. Now, isn't that a fun thought? When we quiet our mind, since Source no longer has to process the things through our cognitive memory, anything's possible. Maybe we've never seen it, maybe we've never consciously thought about it, and Source is like, oh good, finally their mind is out of the way. Now the possibilities are endless. Because our mind, along with having ideas, also has the reason why we can't accomplish those ideas. So even though the mind can give us a lot of good ideas, it also will say, yeah, but be careful. You might want to do it, but also think about these 10 things that might be a problem. So that it's helping you, but then it's saying, but be careful, watch out, do this. So even though it gives us an idea, it's tarnished. It doesn't have like Abraham lately has been talking about the power of an non-resistant thought. They've been getting excited. I was listening to Amsterdam the other day, and they were talking about the power of non-resisted thought, unresisted thought, which basically means seeing yourself, doing something, being something, having something, appreciating something, going, wow, that sure feels fun to think about. And then leave it there. Leave it there. Just go, wow. Because the mind says, hey, what about, wait, you can't, what are you talking about? You can't do that, wait. The mind's like, hey, wait a minute, blah, 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 blah. You just say, thank you, mind, I'm leaving you out of it. Because when I leave my mind out of it, the possibilities are endless. So what that does to me is it gives me an encouragement. It gives me kind of a motivation to say, ooh, let me see how much I can leave my mind out of it today. How much can I say, no, it's not my mind's job. It's my job to feel it, not to figure it out. And what that does is it puts us into the arms, into the trust of our inner being that already is like our highest life GPS. Our inner being is always giving us signals and turn left, turn right, do this. And all we need to do is say left here, right here, okay, okay. We don't need to join the GPS. We just need to listen, listen, listen to the voice we have inside. And surely when we listen close, we'll have the sweetest ride. Oh, listen, listen, listen to the voice you have inside. For surely when you listen close, you'll have the sweetest ride. Oh, listen, listen, listen to the voice you have inside. For surely when you listen close, you'll have the sweetest ride. So today I'm listening, I'm breathing, I'm quieting my mind. And if I don't do it, that's okay, because condemnation and guilt and pressure only comes from the mind. It doesn't come from Source. Source never says, you should know this by now. You could be better. Source never has a critical word. It says, okay, get up. It's like Abraham talks about the little baby that's trying to walk. You don't say, get up, you little dummy. You just go, oh, yeah, here. Yeah, ooh, you fell. Like Source is like, ooh, you fell. Get up, here you go. Source never goes, oh, you do that. It's like, no, come on, let's go. Source is always saying, come on, yeah, you can do it, you can do it. That's the only admonition Source ever gives us is, come on, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. And our inner being never says, maybe this aligned living isn't for you. Maybe, never. I love knowing that. I love knowing that today you're breathing, you're listening, you're quieting your mind, you're following divine inspiration, you're following inspired action. And I love following inspired action. I've dedicated my life to it, and I'm going to say goodbye now and keep following inspired action. Let me know what you think, write comments. I'm going to post this so you can watch from the beginning, and bye for now. Let me see, I got to see where the button is. Where's the button to turn it off? I can't see it.